Hey guys, how are you? Good? Just want to do a quick overview on the strength bias in this first phase that we go again. If you've not already, check out the all-rounder overview for a kind of guideline for all the programs. The strength bias, engine bias, gymnastic bias are all kind of based on the all-rounder. So Steve gives a good overview of what's to come up and why it's kind of happening. So watch that first if you haven't already. I'm just going to kind of lead on from there and go through the tweaks, okay, that are on the strength bias. So, wrong side, there we go. So the tweaks, so there's going to be a few little differences. The first thing I kind of want to go through is this mobility and stability element. So with a lot of us being stuck in lockdown, it's quite likely that we've either been sat down for long periods of time, so we've probably maybe places have tightened up like the hips, thoracic, okay, or it could be the case that we're sitting down, like we've obviously not been using our hips to stabilise as much, so we've actually like lost a lot of tension and we don't have that control. So we're gonna have plenty of exercises that we're gonna call primers that are gonna kind of start to give you that mobility and stability before kind of moving on to the main exercises. So that's kind of the first kind of difference on the strength bias to the all-rounder, okay, when you come to the strength work. The second thing, so we're going to kind of use a conjugate style of like strength training. So the reason why I wanted to use conjugate, or we want to use conjugate, was that obviously we've not really done anything for a long period of time. We need to get used to all these like different variations, different stimuluses first to prep the body, make sure that we're not developing any imbalances anywhere by just going straight and doing the same movement kind of over and over again. I want to do like different variations, like I say, so different muscles are getting like stronger and we're using all the muscles that we can. So to kind of help with that, I'm going to be adding the poses and tempo work to the back squats, the pulls, the front squats, and the upper body work as well. Again, it works really well for that time and attention, so a little bit of hypertrophy work in there. Again, it's really good for stability as well, and mobility. Like if we're back squatting with pause in the bottom, again, it's only going to help us to get in that better position down there. So that's kind of where we're going to go with the conjugate style of lifting, okay? So you are going to be going obviously heavy, but we're going to do these variations like with the tempos and the pauses, so it kind of caps the weight, okay? Obviously if we went pretty heavy pretty soon, it's going to affect the CNS. We're probably going to feel pretty battered quite quick for the rest of the week just off of one session, alright? So by capping that weight a little bit, it just means that the CNS feels a bit better, the body feels a bit better, and we're still getting that kind of feeling of going heavy, okay? While prepping the body for the actual kind of heavy phase after, okay? So that's another reason why we're going to go conjugate and just use variations of lifts or like pauses, tempos, just to kind of help us as well, okay? On the weightlifting front, so mainly I've been talking about just the slow strength stuff. On the weightlifting, you'll probably find that most of the time through the phase, we're kind of capped at like 75% for the most part, to be honest. The focus in this first phase is just reminding ourselves how to move with a barbell again, dialing in that technique work for the most part. You will have an opportunity towards the end of the phase to max out, but like I say, the focus again is just just moving with the barbell again, moving well, so that again going forward we're in the best position possible. Okay. As well with the weightlifting, there will be kind of touch and go stuff in there, heavyish touch and go stuff. Again, just so we're getting all those different stimuluses as well. To give you like a rough guide of the structure over the next 4 weeks, for the lower body, there's going to be 2 squat sessions and 1 pull session. The pull session will typically be on the Wednesday, so that we've got a recovery day on Thursday before we squat again on the Friday. And then for the upper body, I've put it in so that you push and pull on a Tuesday and you push and pull on a Friday as well. Again, different variations of pushing and pulling. So one kind of muscle isn't kind of getting burnt out or overused in this first phase, which I feel like is pretty important really. Alright. So those are kind of the tweaks for the strength bias and what you can expect for this first phase. It's a goodie. Like I say, Steve's come up with a mastermind for the most part with a core kind of programming, and with these kind of tweaks it's just going to make it more specific to you guys who want to build some strength. Alright, we'll catch you soon. Bye.